Hello and welcome back to my blog, 12th day of the 30-day mental diet, how to create new ideas. There is a limitless source of inspiration. Everyone has had the experience at one time or another of having an unusually bright idea. Some have them more often than others. Some seem to be continually inspired. Such moments of insight are called hunches, bright ideas, inspirations, intuitions, strokes of genius, and other similar terms. But they all add up to the same thing. Something new has come into the mind. Spontaneous ideas. The entire history of man has been highlighted by the sudden appearance of ideas which seem to have sprung from nowhere. In some cases, there appears to have been a slight foundation or background for the new idea, and at other times it has been completely unique. No doubt this has been your own experience also. Without any rhyme or reason, you suddenly find yourself in possession of an idea fraught with possibilities. An idea about something to which, in all probability, you had never given any particular consideration. Or you discover in an instant a solution to a difficult problem, a solution which is as astounding as it is simple. Where do such ideas come from, and is it possible to find more of them? Where do new ideas come from? Many people who are creative most of their lives find that there comes times when something literally seems to possess them, and they are driven into a period of continuous creative endeavor which will not let them go. Lack of sleep or food seems not to matter. The work must go on until completed, or they collapse from exhaustion. Such people appear to have tapped a source of creativity which insists on being expressed. Others have but a momentary contact with this source, or just a sudden flash. But that such a source is there and available all the time must be a fact, or else no one at any time could possibly have such experiences. You can have new ideas. If you will recall Emerson's statement that there is one mind common to all individual men, you can see how you can have access to that infinite source of ideas. Your mind is an aspect of individualization of the one mind, and as such can avail itself of its creative energy. You may not become a genius and have your mind be a continuous fountainhead of new and brilliant ideas, but there is no question about the fact that you can have more new and constructive ideas than you are now experiencing. It's fun to be inspired. Like everyone else, you get a big thrill out of a new idea. It stimulates your mind to greater activity. It acts like a tonic to your body, and you have a happier, more joyous outlook on life in general. Although you may not be able to tap this source continually, there is every indication that you can develop an attitude and cultivate a way of thinking that will enable you more frequently to avail yourself of its resources. In fact, properly approached, the process of acquiring new ideas, of discovering new inspirations, can become a sort of game in which you will continually become more proficient. How to start? In your search for new ideas, after you have brought to bear on the situation all the knowledge you have, you need to remember that your mind is not your mind, but an individualization of infinite intelligence. In this knowledge, you can reach a point where you surrender the thought that you are the prime source of your every idea and become a more perfect instrument for its action. Nothing about this is new. Rather, it is attested to by the outstanding accomplishment of many of the greatest men and women of the arts and sciences, or business and human relations. They all have recognized only one source to which to turn, and you may turn there too. Expect new ideas. One of the best things you can do for the cultivation of new ideas is to expect that you will have them. You need not be specific about the influx of inspiration or determine beforehand what the nature of it should be. There should be the cultivation of an expectant attitude, a conscious effort to keep your mind open to such an influx. Start the day with the conviction that many wonderful new ideas are going to come to you, that you are going to encounter new situations which will provide you with unusual opportunities. If you can develop the habit of maintaining an open mind, you will soon find that your life and experience can take on a whole new meaning. Your consciousness is what you really are, so let it manifest more of what it actually is. Don't keep your mind in chains, but let it be free to soar to discover more of the wonder of itself. Mental stimulants. Science. Consciousness has other functions besides those of a rather inefficient measuring machine, and knowledge may attain to other truths besides those which correlate sensory impressions. Philosophy. If we are to make scientific progress, we must trust our minds to reach out beyond the visible by an act of faith in ourselves, in the world, in the creative force which is acting. Ralph Tyler Fluelling. Religion. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. The diet. This day, like every day, is a new beginning. It is filled with a wonderful potential of new ideas and new inspiration. Regardless of the situation in which I may be, I know there is always available to me the limitless resources of the one mind, of which my mind is a part. I discard all thoughts about any possible lack and open my mind to the influx of ideas that are new, wonderful, and filled with inspiration. The activity of infinite intelligence floods my consciousness, providing me with creative, worthwhile ideas that can bring good to myself and my fellow man. I never know a dearth of ideas or inspiration, for I now recognize there is but one source from which they come, and I accept it as always active in me. I am ever alert to ideas, seeking to find an outlet through me. I recognize them and act upon them, knowing that they come provided with the ways and means for their fulfillment. God created me as an expression of himself and as a channel through which he may continually express. I look within my own consciousness, opening the doors for the inflow of divine wisdom. A new life of new ideas now is mine. Capsule supplement. I know my mind is of the one mind and is an ever-increasing channel for the flow of inspiration and creative ideas, which open up a whole new world of richer living for myself and others. Today, I will apply this idea to these aspects of my thoughts and actions. Fill in the blank. My particular problem, condition, or situation which it can be used to correct is, fill in the blank. And that's the end of the 12th day. Tomorrow, the 13th day. Stop being afraid. Don't defeat yourself. Make it a great day, and bye for now.